In this video, I'm going to be talking about the second part of our ECA framework, Empathy Care Action, and that, of course, is care. Now, sometimes just the word care can trigger a negative response in some managers and team leaders, because I get it, it does sound a little bit soft, a bit fluffy perhaps, but actually it can get you really effective results. So just bear with me a bit while I explain it. When somebody knows that they're cared for, cared about, they get a sense of belonging, of feeling that, yeah, this is my place and I'm in the right team and I want to contribute. And if care as a word for you just doesn't seem right for your team, your style of management, your particular workplace, then think about asking this question. Ask, what matters to you? Because as soon as you find out what matters to your team member, you've also found out what motivates them. And that's incredibly powerful. In COVID, myself and some colleagues, we ran a piece of research with our HR clients. So we went out to HR directors and we said to them, what matters to you? And we got back lots of corporate sounding messages such as the health of the workforce, the sustainability of the business. So really big top line strategic messages. But then we followed it up with a slightly different question. We said, what really matters to you right now? And oh my goodness, that opened up an avalanche of really heartfelt responses. People told us that their own health was what mattered to them right now. Their family, getting through it together as a family, what the future held. All these really emotional messages came back. And it just showed us a shift from the corporate messaging to what really mattered to that individual. So, what matters to you and what really matters to you right now? They're both very powerful questions and they demonstrate you care. But you're also getting back some very helpful insights into what motivates that individual. Now, within the care part of the conversation, I also encourage people to ask about well-being because that's incredibly important. We know people are often really dealing with massive workloads at the moment. They've had to change their way of working from COVID, where we were completely remote, to probably a hybrid model. So there's lots going on, and we've got the whole AI agenda coming towards us as well. So there's lots of anxiety and uncertainty around. So I think it's really helpful to check in around well-being, and simply by doing that, you're showing that you care. And the third part of the conversation is for you to express what you care about. And hopefully that's the team and the individual, but it's also about the outcomes that you need to achieve as a team. And of course, the contribution that your team needs to make to the business, because we all have to play our part in supporting the business to survive and thrive and be sustainable through this period of uncertainty and change. So, following on from empathy, where you're asking for the other person's perspective, point of view, you're listening, you're building trust and rapport, you're withholding judgment. That's the first part. Then we've now talked about care, where you're asking what matters to the person that you're speaking to, maybe what really matters to them right now. You're asking about well-being and touching base around how they're managing workload and how they're getting on. And you're also talking about what you care about. And that's going to be your team, the success of the team, the contribution that you need to make as a group to the success of the business. So I hope that's helpful. If it is, please do like and subscribe, and I'll be back with the third part of our framework, which is all about action taking and right action at the right time.